Guys, it's here. You've already seen the title of this video. You already know what's in here. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this figure forever. 3 years when the original one came out. I wanted it and I failed to secure one and it sold out, and then aftermarket prices hit and I never got my hands on the original. But it was plagued with problems, so I'm kind of glad that they re-released it, and that is what's in this box right now. I've waited 3 years for this, and I'm so ready to finally have it in my collection. Hello everybody, it's King of the Monsters Productions here, and today we're taking a look at the SH Monsterarts King Ghidorah 2019 special color version from, obviously, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Holy crap. Now, I did explain this in the intro already, or before the intro. I've wanted an SH Monsterarts King Ghidorah, well, specifically 2019's King Ghidorah, for a very, very long time. Since King of the Monsters was actually released, I wanted this figure. Well, not this one, but the original. And unfortunately, back then, I wasn't as financially stable as I was, or as I am now. And I couldn't get this figure. I did, however, get the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2019, a figure that I cherish to this very day, but I could not get the original Ghidorah, and that is a loss that now I have to live with for the rest of my life. But hey, this box is incredible, and the figure, from what I've seen, improves upon the original so much. And another thing about the box, it's so big that I had to zoom my camera out. Usually my camera is right here. That's what you'd see if it was at a normal angle. No, it has to be all the way back here just to get the full box. And the box is so big, I actually had to take off all my figures that I usually have on the review table. This box is just that big. And if you don't believe me, here he is next to my previous review, the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2004 box. Yeah, quite big, am I right? I would love to compare this to, say, Godzilla Ultima's box or Biolante's box, because usually I think both of them have, especially Biolante. I don't think it's this tall, but I'm pretty sure that the figure is long. I mean, the boxes are longer than this one. But anyway, we spent 2 minutes talking about the box. Really quickly, I just want to show, every side of the box. Here's the top. I'm trying not to knock over my thing here. Here's the side, the other side, the back with all the promo shots of the figure, and the bottom. So yeah, as you can clearly see, I had to show my full arms to show you the box as well. So without further ado, let's get into the figure itself. Already cut it out, so we can just really easily oh my god, I haven't seen the inside. I haven't seen how big this figure really is, but let's take a look. Holy jeez, oh my god, something's gonna fall. Holy, this is the stand for it. There's the, as big as the box itself. Oh my god, Ghidorah is absolutely massive. Here's the stands for the actual figure. Oh my god! This is more than Biollante. That's insane. I thought Biollante would have been the biggest figure that I had in my collection. But no, Ghidorah's throwing her out the window. Let me just really quickly take the hard protective shell out. Got it out. Oh my god. He's so tall. Alright. Jeez Louise. So, yeah. There goes Hulk. Oh my god. Get Hulk out of there, too. So let me just quickly go off camera and I'll put them together. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. That's all I gotta say. This figure is a real pain in the butt. Due to the simple fact that without his stands, which are these things, which also come in the box, you have his crotch cradle, and then the two things that hold his wings. Without them, he will fall over. He is just that big of a figure. And it's unfortunate because that means most likely when I do make stop motions, I most likely won't be able to use him, which really sucks because I bought this figure not only to have Ghidorah, but to use him in stop motions. So if I'm ever going to use him, I'm going to need a massive film set. Usually that would most likely mean maybe a floor or a table with a lot of empty space. That's usually where I do a stop motion with this man. But with the dog, I'd most likely have to do it on a table. See, with something like Godzilla, where you really, he can balance on his tail, his legs, and that's all he needs. But this figure, he's just so massive. We'll get into articulation now. So mainly, the thing that's mostly gonna articulate is the heads. And I'll just use Ichi as basically like the head articulator, so I can pose these two. This is the most posable part of the figure, which is the neck. So it's a lot of fun to play around with the neck. I love it. I think that the necks are like one of the most important parts of King Ghidorah because they're like his main weapon other than his feet, which we can get into right now. His feet can do things. Obviously, they're not as articulate as, say, maybe Godzilla, but he has the same, I believe, 1, 2, 3. I think he has 3 cuts in the foot, where, again, mainly up here, but there's one right here, one right here, and one right here. So yeah, there's 4 cuts in the foot, just like Godzilla, but they're just so small that you're not really going to be able to use them, especially since you really need his feet to balance him, along with the cradles, because without that, again, he's going to fall. And the tails in the back, right here, it's all ball joints. I'm not going to show it. It's just that this figure is so big, and I don't want him to fall. Also, putting him together, I got stabbed a whole bunch by these. It hurts. It hurts a lot. There are a lot of holes on my arms and hands from putting this thing together. Very painful process. Gigan looks more spiky, and yet handling him was less painful than handling this guy's wings. So, now we get on to size comparisons. I'm going to try and do all of this in one video so that we don't have to do multiple videos because, again, this guy is just so big. Alright, so that's like the main pose. We'll save Godzilla for last just to see the scale. So, in comparison, here he is next to Michael Myers from Halloween Kills. Michael's about maybe half his size. He's up to his neck's around there. Same with Jason, because they're around the same height. Yeah, about that same. Maybe Jason's a little bit taller. We have usually my biggest figure I have on my base, the Hulk. And yeah, the Hulk is right there. If I stood him up straight, which I won't, I like the pose that I got him in, he'd mainly be maybe up to like here. Because again, he's in his wide stance position, but yeah. So, and as a final thing, here he is next to Godzilla from Godzilla King of the Monsters. And wow, the scale is good. And actually, I'll do a bonus one this time. And next to him, we will have haven't taken this guy down in a while, but here he is yet again. The SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla 2021. Wow, the scale is off. Oh my god, that's bad, man. I really wish that Tamashii Nations did not upscale Mechagodzilla so much, because this is just ridiculous. Look at the size of Godzilla, and then look at this height of Mechagodzilla. And that's not even him standing like at a straight stance. This is him with his neck up. He's even bigger. He's even taller. I don't like what they did. And then you have Kong, which I can't actually get real quick. This is gonna be like one of the biggest size comparisons I've ever done. We get Kong. These are the three from Godzilla vs. Kong. Look at how short Kong is. It's kind of sad. It really is. Hold on. It really is sad how small Kong is. I mean, look at how he looks like a midget compared to Ghidorah. And it's kind of sad that they did Kong so small. And they made Mechagodzilla like one of the biggest figures they've ever made. It's insane, and I really wish that they didn't make him so big. The figure itself is great, and you'll know when I reviewed it. I actually ranked him a little bit higher than Godzilla Ultima when I did his review, because I got Ultima and Mechagodzilla around the same time, and they were, I put Mechagodzilla above Ultima in terms of rating. I think I gave Ultima an 8.9 and I gave Mechagodzilla a 9, when really it should have been switched. The scale is really like killing me, because Mechagodzilla and Godzilla, I believe maybe Mechagodzilla was like a few meters taller, but I wouldn't say it was this much of a difference, because then that makes him look absolutely massive compared to MZ, when he really shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be. I think the Playmates has a better scale than that. But yeah, we could get into the final thoughts now as well. And overall, I think that this figure is very much worth almost 300 buckaroos. I got this figure for what, about $265 after my birthday, because I got quite a lot of money from my birthday. So I was able to purchase this figure, and I'm glad that I did, because now I have a Ghidorah that is in scale with my Godzilla, because I do have a Ghidorah that is, you know, it's not in scale at all with any of my Godzillas for that matter. It's the movie monster series Ghidorah, and it's the same thing with Destroyer. It's so small compared to, you know, the other figures that I have in my collection. But this figure, absolutely massive. I think that this was well worth almost $300 because I spent $300, $325 on Biollante, and I think that she was worth it. I would get her down here to get a size comparison, but she's so big, and maybe later I'll show a size comparison, maybe. But yeah, this figure is great. And for the price tag of under $300, I think that this figure was worth it. From what I've seen, this, and from what I have in person, this improves on everything that the original Ghidorah had. Now, I don't have the original Ghidorah, obviously, but from what I've seen, every complaint that people had was that the wings slid off, even though you attach them, and the tails would pop off. Here, the tails, once you snap them on, you hear that loud pop, they're in. They haven't fallen off once. And with the wings, same thing. This wing went in a little looser than the other one, but it's still staying on. So it's good. It's fine. And again, everything's holding together fine. The figure hasn't fallen over. These things support him well. Wish he had more accessories. That's a big thing with me. Posability, completely acceptable. Due to the nature of this figure and the nature of Ghidorah in the movie, I can understand why he doesn't have too much articulation, especially compared to something like Godzilla 2019. But it's good for the actual figure itself, like its own standards. It set its own standards and it met them accordingly. So this figure is definitely a worthy purchase. It's beautiful, it's big, and it's pretty much everything that you would have wanted from a Ghidorah figure. Obviously, we need the gravity beams, but I don't have those. Maybe if I find them on eBay or something, I could possibly get them and have them. That would be really nice. I wish that this figure did have gravity beams, and if it did, this would definitely be a 10 out of 10 for sure. But because he doesn't, this is a solid 9.5 out of 10. It's a great figure. It's in scale. It's massive. It's golden. It's wonderful. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Here they are together. Biollante and King Ghidorah. Biollante was the largest Godzilla figure or kaiju figure I had in my collection. I don't think I've ever shown her in a video before. I think I've talked about her, but I haven't actually shown her. So yeah, here she is. This is the special color version Biollante. With her light up feature, which I will not turn on. And here she is compared to Ghidorah. His wingspan makes her look like child's play. Biollante's tentacles, especially the back ones, even if I did stand them up straight, which I think that's the best you could do, they're still only about maybe a quarter of the size that the wingspans are. And this is standing up straight. If I let it spread out, then Biollante would probably be somewhere over there. And Biollante is so much lighter compared to this, and it's insane. So yeah, here's Ghidorah, and another size comparison I wanted to do was the Bandai one, which I will get right now. Oh wow, this is kind of sad. So yeah, here he is next to the SH Monsterarts one. Move Biollante, but yeah, here they are next to one another. Wow, this thing is so much bigger than this one, and as I said, this is the Ghidorah that I've had for years now, since 2019, and I remember that I got this figure on Christmas Day, right after I found out that I did not get this. I mean, the standard Ghidorah. So I'm glad that I didn't, because if I did, I probably would be very upset that I didn't get this figure, because this is so beautiful. It's actually insane with how much the golden shows. If there's light bouncing off it, it's wonderful. So yeah, this figure's awesome. And again, compared to this one looks like a cheap knockoff of this one, and it doesn't even have any articulation. It's basically just a glorified statue, and you'd think that this is the statue, but no, this one is. This one isn't. The only thing I'd say that this one does better is the price. Everything else goes to the SH Monsterarts in terms of scale, details, paint, and articulation, because this has none. It's a statue. So yeah, this is wonderful. I now have to rearrange my entire top shelf yet again for this figure, and honestly, I don't mind that. I don't really care. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.